Remember that they're changing my voice. So one of the reasons I made this video about Freemasonry and gang stalking is that I warned the people on TikTok, I warned the people in the government, the Masons and them. I said, if you keep treating me unfairly on TikTok, I'm going to make a 10-part series about Freemasonry and gang stalking. Now, it doesn't matter if nobody sees the series because God Almighty is watching. Okay, so they're chastised. So only a beta would say, well, no one sees it anyway. I mean, that's pretty immature. I'm sure we can all agree that's shallow, that's stupid, that's reckless, that's foolish. It's immature. They're way outclassed, way outsmarted. Okay, they're merely people that conform. There's certain uniformity in their kind of gender neutral, kind of Masonic, kind of military police uniforms. Pretty straightforward. So as we see in these protesters, which, they're protesting not very far from where I live, right? You know, San Jose is one of the Google's main campuses, if not their central campus, I don't know, but it's a big campus there. And that they went to a conference in Mountain View, which is also not very far away. Okay, so they basically were complaining about various things. The clips I saw were making a lot of sense, but they're controlled opposition. There's various groups around the world that are funding them, as the story goes. I do believe that's the case. I do believe that, America's stated enemies are funding them. I'm not with the protesters, okay? Just with like basically everyone on the planet, there's things I agree with them about and there's things I disagree with them about, okay? And I believe that they're controlled opposition for a kind of global game with scripted, right? That, it helps them invest a certain way, helps them, do their insider trading stuff when they control events. But that is no excuse for persecuting me, okay? People are billionaires. If they stand to lose, $100 million, it's still stupid to persecute the most righteous person ever. You should far prefer losing that $100 million across the board than prefer to persecute me. I mean, that is immature. People like that are not men, I assure you. Okay, so it says to stop fueling the war, right? They're right about that. But Google isn't the only one doing it. But hey, you should protest all of them, right? One way or another, whatever's right is right, right? Whatever is morally precise is right. Whatever is morally precise is what I think someone should do. And I don't know every situation on everything on the planet, right? But whatever is morally precise is what you should do. So we see two different scriptures that support their argument. One is Proverbs 18:9 that says, one who slackens his work is brother to one who destroys, right? If you're being controlled opposition like they are, ironically, then you're helping them destroy. But they're throwing people a bone. But everybody throws people a bone. Hell, Donald Trump throws conspiracy theorists a bone. That's neither here nor there. You know what I mean? And it's also not that big of a bone. They're telling us what we know already in a cute kind of way. Stop fueling the genocide. Now, is it limited to Gaza if we follow that train of thought to its finish? No. Stop fueling the social norms, the cultures, the moods, the sentiments, and the behaviors that are preventing me from getting my rightful place, which is by far the most important thing that's ever happened in human history, is the process of me trying to get my rightful place and how it testifies against people forever when they deny me it. When they have their give us Barabbas moment, it will be for the last time, and already no one should reproduce no matter what. Pretty straightforward. I still have yet to hear even the beginning of a counter argument because it doesn't exist. And obviously I'm right. We see also in the New Testament, for those of you who would say, hey, that's the Old Testament. Believe it or not, even though Christ is a character in the story, quotes the Old Testament quite a bit in the New Testament, there are people who do not know what they're talking about whatsoever when it comes to God and morality. And I don't care so much if they know what they're talking about when it comes to the Bible. But the fact that they're actually following an immoral path and pretending it's moral and pretending it's from God, that's despicable. In the New Testament, Christ says, as a character in the story, that which you did not do for the least of my brethren, for the least of these, you did not do for me, which is another way of saying Proverbs 18:9. And then they say, when do we see you sick or in prison or hungry or thirsty, etc.? Okay, and he says that which, before that is what he said, what they said, and then that's how he responded, rather. Okay. Now, because they're fueling me all the time, I'm not going to bother to kind of, edit the video and say that in a way that's more kind of easy on the ears, easy on the mind. Okay, you get the preaching that you earned, and as a society, your despicable lack of heart, okay, is clear. If that which you did not do for the least of my brethren, you did not do for me, that which you did not do for me, you did not do for me. Who would have thought? Unbelievable. Unfucking believable. So we see that you people are fueling the cultures, especially women reproducing with guys, especially guys encouraging females to use the despicable dating scales they're using, just utterly disgusting, utterly horrible, reprehensible, repugnant, and abhorrent, utterly abhorrent dating scales that they're using. Their judgment, my goodness, right? Judgment, ment meaning mind is in the word mental. It reflects your mind and your mind state, your state of being and your upbringing. You don't know what the fuck they're doing, dating these goon-ass motherfuckers in a life this short. Hey guys, I think I'll date this guy. It's fucking pathetic. And if you don't know I'm right, you're lost. And if you don't know that it should be said, boy, you probably just got your dick in a kid's ass or something, okay? While your head is up King Charles's ass, while his head's up a Mason's ass, while his head's up Bibi Netanyahu's ass, because you're not fucking thinking.